starts now.
The city of Indianapolis getting closer to tying an unfortunate record. Good evening. I'm David Williams. IMPD is investigating the 156th homicide of 2018. Investigators say it happened just before 8 p.m. or 8 this morning on Jackson Street near West Washington and Belmont. When police got there, they found a man on a porch who had been shot several times. Medics took him to Eskenazi in critical condition, but he later died. Police have not released details on what happened or a suspect. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS. In 2017, there were 157 homicides, which set a record for the deadliest year. Also in Crime Watch 8, police in Lawrence are asking for your help to find this man. He's a suspect in a bank robbery. This is a picture from bank security cameras. Police say he was wearing this black jacket and a black hat. It happened around 11:30 this morning at the Fifth Third Bank near 56th and Post Road. Police tell us the man said he had a gun and demanded money. He never showed bank employees a gun, though. Tellers gave him an undisclosed amount of money, and he took off on foot. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. Also in Lawrence, a 16-year-old and a 19-year-old, both facing charges tonight for allegedly shooting at an unmarked police car. Lawrence police say it happened around 10 last night on East 42nd Street, North Franklin and Post Roads. A plainclothes detective was driving the police car. Another car slowed or stopped in front of the detective, then fired toward him. The bullet didn't hit him or the car. It's not clear if the shooter realized who they were shooting at. The 16-year-old faces possession of a handgun without a license and criminal recklessness charges. The 19-year-old, Corey Wright, faces the same handgun charge. New tonight, a Waynesville man is facing charges for allegedly setting two houses on fire. Investigators say Daniel Burton told them he set both fires. He faces one count of arson so far. The first fire was on East Main Cross just before 7 this morning. You see those pictures. Firefighters say they started talking with Burton and realized another home, a block down, was also on fire. Burton reportedly lived at one of the houses. The case is still under investigation. In Hamilton County, one person died, another hurt in a crash north of Noblesville. Deputies say they found a Nissan Altima crashed into the guardrail on Strawtown Avenue near the White River. Both people in the car were thrown out of it. Medics took a 23-year-old from Chicago to St. Vincent in Indianapolis with severe head injuries. The other person, Nicholas Griffin of Cicero, died at the scene. Witnesses told investigators the Nissan was speeding and was swerving before it crashed. Well, hopefully you enjoy the sunshine today, because if you're doing any last-minute Christmas shopping tomorrow, you may have to dodge some raindrops. Storm Track meteorologist Tara Hastings joins us tonight. So do we need to bring the umbrella to the mall tomorrow?
Well, you know, it's going to be really scattered, and it is going to be fairly light here. So maybe just a hood on your jacket should be good enough here. We made it up to 40 degrees today. The average high for this time of year is 37, and we had a lot of sunshine today. So really a typical winter-like day here across central Indiana. Tonight, those temperatures are going to be falling. Some locations in the upper 20s. Later tonight, Lafayette checking in around 28 degrees. We'll get down to about 30 in Indianapolis and Shelbyville and Bloomington. You'll start off tomorrow morning right around 31 degrees. We're going to see lots of clouds throughout much of the day tomorrow, beginning in the morning, and can't rule out a light wintry mix. So maybe a little bit of some light drizzle or a few snowflakes very early. Temperatures starting out around 32 degrees at 9 o'clock, and we'll get up to about 35 later on here shortly before lunchtime. Our satellite and radar, we are dry, and we had lots of sunshine today, and even a few hours ago we had some clear skies, but now beginning to see the clouds thicken up here across central Indiana, and more clouds off to the west of us. In fact, beginning to see just a few radar returns here just to the south of Quincy, where we may see just a few light snow showers and rain showers there. In a few minutes, we'll talk about the clouds returning throughout the end of the weekend. May see a rain-snow mix heading into Christmas, and then looks warmer next week. Will we hit another 50-degree day before the year ends? We'll have that answer coming up in your full forecast.
Thank you, Tara. This story is fascinating. An Indianapolis woman is asking for your help tonight to track down the owner of a lost war medal. The woman found the service medal in Carmel and has been trying to track down its owner for more than 24 hours now. Wish TV's Jenny Drasler spoke with the woman. Jenny, why has the search been so hard?
I'll tell you what, David, the name on the medal, yeah, it's a pretty common one. I spoke with Diana Ebling. She was in tears as she explained to me just how much it would mean to her to return this war medal back to its rightful owner, all in time before Christmas. But the search for the man who the medal belonged to isn't going anywhere.
And we got out of the car, and I happened to look down in like a median that had grassy area in the parking lot, and there all I saw was the top of this.
Diana Ebling was taking her daughter to get new glasses at IU Eye Care at 106th and Meridian when her eyes spotted this meritorious service medal hidden in the grass.
Kind of gave me chills. I mean, you'd have to actually hold it to understand it's heavy. I mean, it's serious.
Ebling soon discovered the medal engraved with United States of America had an owner.
George Hicks III.
A quick Google search turned up nothing.
Got some football player at Washington State University, which I don't think would be old enough to have received this medal.
The government started giving out the service medals in 1969, making tracking George Hicks III easier said than done.
It was given to military and civilians, so it doesn't necessarily belong to a hero that served, but a hero that hasn't served.
With the seemingly daunting task, Ebling says she won't stop searching and hopes she'll be able to return the medal to its rightful owner in time for Christmas.
I think it would make my Christmas brighter.
Yeah, if you guys do know who this medal might belong to, reach out to Wish TV on Facebook, Twitter, or just click on this story right now on our website at wishtv.com for more information. Jenny Drasler, Wish TV News 8.
Coming up, the government partially shut down tonight. How long lawmakers believe thousands could be furloughed and their progress on striking a deal.
You're watching Wish TV, your local news source, with Julie and Grace, meteorologist Tara Hastings, and Charlie Clifford. Now, News 8 at 10 continues.
Welcome back. A government shutdown will last throughout the weekend. Lawmakers adjourn tonight without a deal to reopen the government. They'll head back to Capitol Hill on Monday, but many worry it'll be until after Christmas break for any progress is made. Kim Hunterson reports.
President Trump, if you want to open the government, you must abandon the wall.
A stalemate on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers convened on Saturday, hoping to work out an end to the partial government shutdown.
60 votes in the Senate, majority in the House, and President Trump's signature. That's what's needed.
Roughly a quarter of the federal government shut down at midnight on Friday, forcing the Departments of Homeland Security, Justice, Housing and Urban Development, as well as other government agencies to close. For days, the debate stalled on Capitol Hill. The main point of contention, President Trump's request for $5 billion to construct a wall along the southern border of the U.S.
The only thing that's going to stop that is great border security. With a wall or a slat fence or whatever you want to call it. But we need a great barrier.
But Senate Democrats disagree, shifting the blame back to the president.
So the Trump shutdown isn't over border security. It's because President Trump is demanding billions of dollars for an expensive, ineffective wall that the majority of Americans don't support.
I'm Kim Hutcherson reporting.
Not everything government run is shutting down, though. The Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island will stay open. The governor of New York says the state is stepping in to run them with an agreement with the Department of the Interior. New York will now pay $65,000 a day to fund the National Park Service, personnel, and the cost of operations. Meanwhile, the president tweeted this, a picture of what he says is the border wall design. He says it's a steel slat barrier, which you see right here. He says it's, quote, totally effective, while at the same time, beautiful.
The clouds are going to return for tomorrow, but if you're traveling, looking pretty good across much of the country. But we are tracking some wintry mix for tomorrow, and also on Christmas Day, we'll have your full forecast coming up.
Welcome back. I hope you can get out inside and see the sun today. Here's a gorgeous look at downtown and Monument Circle. You see the tree of lights right down there. Well, Tara Hastings is here now. She says tomorrow is going to be a bit of a different story, right?
Yeah, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, so not that sunshine.
And you were telling me you went downtown for the first time with the Circle tonight.
For the first time on my dinner break, I decided to drive through and to see the tree. It was really, really busy. There was like a lot of people out there, but it was gorgeous. And I saw Santa. He was riding a red motorcycle.
Really? You say hi?
I did say hi. Yeah, he was taking a little bit of a break, I think, from the North Pole, but riding around might be a little too chilly here.
I think so.
Well,
compared to the North Pole, maybe not.
Ooh, I like that, David. I like that. Yeah, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies during the overnight hours tonight, and we're also going to see mostly cloudy skies for tomorrow as well. We're sitting at 34 degrees right now here at the airport. It feels like 29. We have winds out of the south only